Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Patsko with the Northeast Ohio Media Group, here with Joe Noga, Goul, Nate Cline. And week 3 is over. We're going to talk a little bit about it. We're going to kind of talk about some of the things that we learned from the games that we saw, games that we heard about, some of the results that came through. We're going to start down at the end with Nate. What did you learn about week 3?
In the preseason, we ranked Cleveland Heights at number 20. That was ranked too high at the present time right now. They're still trying to learn a new offense. They have a new coach under Max Stevens right now. And throwing 5 interceptions against Glenville was not a big help in week 3. They went on to lose that game 20-7. But mark my words, I mean, down the road, once they get this offense put together, they'll be a team to look at.
Very good. How about number 2 here, Matt? What'd you learn in week 3?
Well, I think it was a reminder, which is what the elements can provide. A little bit of a hectic atmosphere. Of course, Avon, they're playing Midview this week. We expected that game to probably be a high-scoring, crazy affair, but we got it last week with Avon at North Homestead, a 41-40 final. Looking at that score, Avon was down 28-13 at one point, and Garrett Choate had 312 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 51 carries. Of course, when it's raining, you're going to have to run the football, and they did a lot of that.
Very good. All right, Joe, what did you learn about week 3?
Well, I was at Mayfield Garfield Heights. It was a 36-6 final in favor of Mayfield. I learned that we missed the boat early on in the season when we ranked our top 100 players in the running back position. We didn't have Michael Canganelli from Mayfield. And all he's done in 3 games is carry the ball 42 times for 531 yards and 8 touchdowns. He's becoming quickly one of the best running backs in Northeast Ohio. He's only a junior, and he can only go up from where he is right now for Mayfield.
All right, I think a lot of people could have told us that we were wrong in our preseason poll. We didn't really have to learn anything there. What I learned is a long drive to Cincinnati, but that's another story. As far as the results go, St. Edward, I think I learned that they're really resilient this year. You know, last year they had all these big names, and you knew that somebody was going to make a play at some point, and you know, Sean Crawford was going to have a big touchdown, Andrew Dow was going to have an interception. This year we didn't know who those players were, but we're finding it out. Even though they lost on Saturday, they had a big comeback in the 4th quarter. You had Matthew Gonzalez and Mike Carvin making big catches. You had Melvin Jackson making the interception on defense. And those are people obviously we weren't talking about last year. I think as the year goes on, it'd be surprising for me to see St. Edward in a game where they're not in it. And I think going through these close games at the beginning of the year, especially in week 1 and here in week 3, is going to pay dividends as they go down the road. So that's what we learned after week 3. We want to hear what you might have learned after week 3, and you can certainly tell us in the comments section below. And thanks for watching, and keep it here for more high school football coverage on cleveland.com.